Good evening. First tonight, the prime suspect in a string of sexual assaults and the New Year's Eve murder of Esme Barrera suffocated himself, then handcuffed his hands behind his back. That is the word today from the autopsy report we got from the medical examiner. DNA linked James Lauren Brown Jr. to 5 unsolved sexual assaults in Austin in 2011. But today, police said they do not have DNA evidence linking Brown to Barrera's murder yet.
With, crime scene vans coming, people were definitely curious what was up.
Neighbors at James Lauren Brown's Central Austin apartment complex were stunned back in January to learn the quiet man who seemed friendly enough was the prime suspect in a string of assaults on women.
There's a good chance that this is our bad guy.
And when Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo announced Brown was tied through DNA to several attacks on women, he was hopeful new evidence would lead to solving Esme Barrera's murder.
The bottom line is, although we think it's a prime suspect, we're not going to say that we've solved the case. But we're hopeful through science and hopefully some additional information that viewers out there might have, we'll be able to bring some final closure.
But 3 months later, final closure hasn't come. With Brown's suicide, police have been left to piece together details.
We are processing additional DNA evidence, and we hope that in the near future we can close out the Barrera case.
But in a statement released by APD Wednesday, detectives said, quote, "There is no DNA evidence that either includes or excludes James Brown as a suspect in the Esme Barrera murder case. However, he remains a prime suspect." They go on to say this is an active case, and they are still investigating.
It sounds like he was a very disturbed individual. Yeah.
In January, Esme's neighbors could not know how disturbed. An autopsy report shows Brown placed a black trash bag over his head, secured it around his neck with packing tape, then used white metal handcuffs to secure his own hands behind his back. Police also found a suicide note at the scene. Well, you might remember James Brown Jr. came to Austin in 2010 after he served in the Navy. He was originally from Dallas and worked as a waiter at IHOP here in Austin. Police are still asking for help from anyone who knew Brown or saw him around New Year's Eve. We could hear more from APD on this case as early as tomorrow.